You know that scene where Tony Stark builds the first Mark I suit in Iron Man 1? That's probably the top 5 most badass movie scenes to ever be created. But why does it work so well? I'll give you a hint. Music. The music! The music is always the answer why shit works. Music is just the reason why things work. My boy Ramin is a genius. If you're watching this, Ramin, Twizzo since birth. How's it going, y'all? My name is Skalakai, and I recreated the Iron Man soundtrack
with a box of scraps!
Here's how I did it. So the first thing I did was listen to the original score over and 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 over until it was stuck in my head every single day. I wanted to get all the details in my brain meats before I did the thing. Next thing I did is lay down the foundation of the song, which in my opinion is the low strings, bass and cello. The low strings are kind of the driving force, so that I wanted to get that in there first. It was kind of the first thing my ears were picking up. Moving on to layer 2, I added in the high strings. So the violins do come in eventually, but I heard viola and cello more prominently, so I decided to put them as another layer: solo viola, solo cello. Here's what that sounds like. Layer 3, drums. The hardest part of this entire score for me was getting the anvil smack to sound correct, because I tried so hard to get the fucking anvil to sound right. I am as rich as Iron Man, but unfortunately I don't have access to my own anvils at the moment. I could afford them. I'm just a bit lazy. So I decided to find some recordings online of anvils, compile them together, EQ out the little thingies that I wanted to EQ out, and then
we do not care.
I had to do some weird stuff with the snare drum. I couldn't exactly get it to sound right, so I had to tune down 2 different snares until I found the smack I was looking for. Then I added a reverb tail to kind of give it that, whatever this is. Layer 4, low brass. For the low brass, I wanted it to bite, so I added some saturation to the tubas. This plugin is free, by the way, if you want to get it. I used 2 different tracks. One track is the regular tuba sound, and the other track is rolled off bass with boosted high end. I had to find the sweet spot of that bite that I was looking for. I had some trouble lining up some of the articulations of the low brass, specifically the trombones. So what I did was I rendered them out as an audio file. Then I used the waveform to find the beginning of the articulation, and then I moved them both as a group to find the start of the note, because when you have MIDI, it doesn't line up all the time. Layer 5, horns. For the horns, I did the same thing as the low brass. I duplicated one track, rolled off the bass, increased the high end, added saturation. I also used 2 different French horn sounds, which gave me a really nice texture, I feel like. Layer 6, guitars. You'll notice in the guitars there's lots of cuts, and that's because I am worse than a golden hamster's left testicle when it comes to playing them. But I think it came out okay. It layers on nicely. When you play them by themselves, they're kind of raunchy. I don't know how I feel about the tone, but I feel like it fits within the mix, and that's what matters, right? After all that's said and done, mixed together into one big track, here's the full thing. Roll it.